Welcome to Soul Voice PNG, where you hear what the world tries to silence, your soul.
Episode 3: The Rise of the Melanesian Woman. Theme: Feminine Leadership, Healing from Trauma, and Balance in Society. Key message: when a woman rises in truth, she lifts her family, community, and nation. Introduction. For too long, the voice of the Melanesian woman has been buried beneath layers of silence, pain, and cultural conditioning. But beneath that silence lives an ancient power, the nurturing, intuitive, and spiritual essence of Melanesia herself. This episode of Soul Voice PNG is a call to remembrance, to bring healing to our daughters, strength to our mothers, and balance to our nation through the rise of the feminine soul. Breaking the silence on gender-based violence. Gender-based violence in Papua New Guinea is not just a social issue, it's a soul wound that runs deep within our communities. Every woman silenced by fear represents a family disconnected from its own source of love and stability. To rise, we must first acknowledge the pain, the generational trauma, the normalized abuse, and the emotional wounds carried in silence. Healing begins when we speak. When one woman finds her voice, she opens the way for others to speak their truth too. Her courage becomes a seed of transformation, a declaration that the cycle ends with me. Empowering women isn't just about safety, it's about restoring dignity, trust, and divine balance in our homes and villages. Honoring the feminine is the spiritual heart of Melanesia. The feminine spirit has always been the heartbeat of Melanesian life, the silent power behind the gardens, the families, and the stories that sustain us. In traditional culture, women were seen as life givers and wisdom keepers, deeply connected to nature, intuition, and community well-being. But modern systems have slowly silenced that sacred role. Now it's time to reclaim that balance, to honor the woman not just as helper, but as a leader, healer, and co-creator. A society that dishonors its woman dishonors its soul. But when we uplift women, when we educate, protect, and empower them, the nation itself begins to rise. The rise of the Melanesian woman is not a movement against men. It's a movement for wholeness, where both masculine strength and feminine wisdom walk side by side in unity. The soul's call for equality and compassion. Equality is not merely a right, it is a spiritual necessity. The soul recognizes no gender, no hierarchy, no domination, only balance, mutual respect, and divine partnership. The rise of the Melanesian woman is therefore the rise of the soul-conscious generation, a generation that values compassion over control, empathy over ego, and connection over competition. When women heal, they restore emotional intelligence in families, compassion to leadership, and gentleness to power. Their presence becomes a living sermon, a reflection of how divine love moves through creation. This is not just a call to women, it's a call to brothers, fathers, and sons to walk alongside them, to listen, to unlearn, and to help rebuild a culture rooted in respect and spiritual truth. Closing message: the Melanesian woman is rising, not to dominate, but to restore balance. Her rise is the rise of our collective soul. When she heals, the land heals. When she stands in truth, the nation awakens. And when she loves from a place of freedom, all of Melanesia remembers who we truly are, a people of deep spirit, compassion, and unity.
mountains to the sea, from the islands to the deep.